How strong are each of Luffy's forms when we compare them to the heavy hitters within One Piece, and how would we rank them in terms of strength? And I'm not including one-time forms that are semi-satire, like Nightmare Luffy, Afro Luffy, Robot Luffy. I did enjoy Robot Luffy though, low-key. But starting off with Luffy's weakest form is his base self. Whilst it has the most endurance of all of his forms and he can still use Haki in this form, each of his forms give him an added boost in some stat, such as speed or strength. Base Luffy doesn't get these additions. As for how strong this form is within the verse, Base Luffy was clashing with a hybrid Kaido but didn't particularly have the upper hand against him. At the very least, Base Luffy with the additions of all 3 types of advanced Haki is first commander level, similar to Katakuri, King and Marco. Now I said at the very least, so like the minimum, like I'm emphasizing because I know people are going to get mad at the fact that I compared Luffy to them, but this is the minimum. If I'm pushing it a bit, I'm saying low admiral level. With opponents like Green Bull and Fujitora being on this level, with even Luffy with no advanced Haki doing decent versus Fujitora and Dressrosa, I don't think this is a crazy kind of like thing to say. You know what I'm saying? A chain and shit, man. Gangster. But anyway, Luffy's second weakest form, which may be a bit controversial, I don't really think it is, but yeah, maybe it is. Gear 3rd. This form in terms of outright power is top 3 in terms of Luffy's forms. Due to him pumping air into his limbs to increase the weight and power behind his attacks, with attacks like Grizzly Magnum being enough to push off and excite Kaido in a fight, I feel a bit like Momo Homo, you know, like excite Kaido, you know, it's a bit Momo Homo if you ask me. It's true, like Kaido did get excited after Luffy did that attack. Roll the clip. But anyway, it does lack speed and doesn't really boost any of Luffy's stats outside of his actual physical strength, unlike other forms. If coated with Ryu or Conqueror's coating though, the damage from this form is insane. But it's not a form that's often used for long periods, so it's difficult to rank, but I don't see the likes of Katakuri, Marco or King being able to deal with this form, especially with Luffy's Haki. So I would say this is at the very least low admiral level. I'm saying very least, I would say it's just low admiral level, due to this not being a form like Snake Man or Gear 5 where Luffy uses it for an extended period of time. My arm hurts. Gym lad stuff, you know what I mean? Snake Man. But next on the list, I have Gear 2nd. This is at the very least Luffy's second fastest form due to him pumping blood throughout his body faster and using Flash Step. I mean Shave. Man, it's basically Flash Step. Like, Oda copied Kubo, come on. Like, are you telling me this wasn't inspired by this? I wish I could Flash Step. Let me try this shit, man. But watch this. Flash Step. I did it! Ooh! Anyway, he did use this form versus Kaido, but it didn't seem to do too much damage, but he was surprising him at times because of his sheer speed. With the additions of Haki like Ryu and Conqueror's coating, he can still do a good deal of damage to most opponents, which is why I have it above Gear 3rd. Let me like break it down for you, lad. Because with Gear 3rd, Luffy doesn't really have a way to boost his speed outside of Shave, which I've never seen Luffy use in tandem, so maybe he just can't. But with Gear 2, Luffy has a way to increase his power and strength, or at least the amount of damage he can do to an opponent, with his other forms of Haki. So with Gear 2nd, I would say it's low Admiral level to low Yonko level. Seeing as before he awakened any advanced Haki, he was in Gear 2nd when he was fighting Fujitora for a bit on Dressrosa. But next on the list, I have Snake Man. So the Snake Man reveal was so cool, bro. Snake Man's the second best reveal in, I was gonna say anime manga, that's crazy. Second best reveal of Luffy's forms. Snake Man doesn't have a massive boost in strength, it was simply made to be unpredictable to counter Future Sight. With Luffy simply extending his arms an inconceivable amount to surprise his opponents, even if they use Future Sight and he coats his arms in Haki to increase the damage. However, now that Luffy has Future Sight himself, Snake Man isn't the most needed form. Seeing as there are forms that are either quicker or stronger than Snake Man, and the fact that Luffy can now use Future Sight to help him counter Future Sight, so the unpredictable nature of Snake Man is not essential. In terms of where this ranks in strength, however, it's definitely not a form that a Yonko commander can handle, seeing as this form was enough for Kizaru to recognize Luffy as the one that defeated Kaido. And he even fought against Kaido contentiously with this form, and he's mid-tier Admiral level, with individuals like Kizaru being on this level, to low Yonko level, of which I have Blackbeard. Now, people are like that I have Blackbeard low Admiral, low Yonko level, sorry. But, before you come at me in the comments telling me how you want to kill me in that, the R word and I'm dumb and this, go watch my, what was that video called? Oh, ranking all the Yonkos and Admirals video. There, I tell you why Blackbeard isn't why everyone thinks he is and why he's overrated. Go watch it. Some people may talk about how Kizaru fought Snake Man and had the upper hand, but are you forgetting Luffy used literally 0 forms of advanced Haki? Oda was protecting Kizaru. If Luffy did start using advanced Haki like he did in Gear 5, and it's not like advanced Haki is a Gear 5 specialty, you know what I mean? The tables would have turned. But Luffy's second strongest form is definitely, nah man, I need to do this shit though, low-key. Like, I have to do this shit. Oh, how did he do it? He was like, bounce man. It had the power to do massive amounts of damage to Dressrosa and destroy it. Due to Luffy pumping air all around his body, increasing his strength, and the attack still caused all that damage despite him being held back by Dolphy's attack. So it paused his momentum because it's like, pause for a second. This was all before Luffy had awakened any advanced Haki. It has the speed to keep up with Kaido, and by kicking the air so hard and quick, name of my sex tape, So Hard and Quick. Ooh, J Peralta in this bitch. So Hard and Quick. Oh, that's actually, I got that. Like, come on, give me my props. I got that one. Give me my props. But by kicking the air so hard and quick, he can fly. Only downside is the fact that he loses the use of Haki for 10 minutes due to him coating his literally entire body in Haki. But with attacks like Kongan, and we add Conqueror's coating that can damage Kaido or Ryu, a lot of people are not making it past 10 minutes against a Gear 4th bouncer man, Luffy. Weaker attacks from Luffy even defeating Kizaru. With this form and Luffy's new Haki, I'm happy to say he's low to mid-tier Yonko level, with Big Mom being on the mid-tier, and whilst I don't think he'd win against Big Mom due to the endurance, she could fight Kaido for 3 days straight. Luffy would be like, she could fight Kaido for 3 days straight. Luffy can't use Haki for 10 minutes after Bounce Man, so it's a bit of a toss-up. Once again, if you want a full in-depth actual explanation as to why I'm putting these people onto these levels, go and watch that ranking Yonko whatever video that I made, literally like 2 weeks ago, maybe a month ago to be fair. I was sick, so I keep bragging about that, but I was sick. Show me sympathy. Or like, if you could suck. Play the joke that I was going to say.
If you could just suck my dick a little bit, just a little bit. I'm not gonna finish.
But in Bounce Man, he would definitely give Big Mom a run for her money. And additionally, Bounce Man is immune to blunt force attacks to the point where they literally bounce off him. So it's like, it even increases his power, his speed, his durability. It just fucks up his endurance, that's it. But like, was this ever a question? His strongest form, with no doubt, Gya! The form that defeated Kaido. Need I say more? I feel like literally that alone is enough. So like, guys, thanks for watching the video. Good, no, I'm joking. The form that can turn imagination into reality. The form where his Haki gets stronger the more he laughs, giving him limitless potential in terms of Haki. The form that has the speed of Gear 2nd, but the strength and power of Bounce Man in Gear 3rd. The form that one-shot Kizaru with a Conqueror's coated attack. Is this even a question? I'd say this form is quite obviously high Yonko level, with people like Kaido and Shanks being on that tier. Gear 5 is obviously the strongest form. But thanks for watching. This was a short one. It was like, this is like a filler post so that I can like load up the better and longer videos, so watch out. Good things coming. Subscribe for more. Thanks for watching, and deuces.